Welcome to Dreams Inspire Reality Podcast with Tara Darnley, a podcast for creatives looking to turn their dreams into reality with practical strategic steps from everyday people and entrepreneurs who are living their best lives possible.
Hello, everyone. I am so excited about this episode. I have the amazing Rita Pardo with us, and I'm so excited to speak to her today. Rita is a wife and a mother of 3 kids, 5, 6, and 18-year-old. Rita was born and raised in Alabama and currently residing in Georgia. She's a sole caretaker of her disabled husband and disabled 8-year-old daughter. She has a passion for making natural handcraft products, and she is the owner of Naturally Me and You. Welcome, Rita. How are you today?
I'm well. I'm a little bit tired because entrepreneurs and moms, we go and go, but I'm well and I'm thankful to be here.
I'm so happy to have you. And I love that you started off real. You're tired, right? I love that. I love the realness of it. So guys, that already tells you how good this is going to be. It's very transparent, very real. And so I'm going to jump in right in. The first question I always ask my entrepreneurs and my guests are you living your dream life right now?
I am actually. Yes, I am.
I love that. And can you tell us what that looks like for you? What is your dream life right now?
Being able to create a legacy for my kids. They will have the choice of being an entrepreneur. If they don't want to, then that's fine. But that choice is out there for them. So I'm excited that I'm able to create those opportunities of entrepreneurship for them.
And we'll definitely talk about you creating those opportunities and teaching your kids how to be entrepreneurs, even at a young age, because Rita does that well. My second question, a lot of people have tons of dreams, as we all know, right? But we lack the resources, we lack the drive, we lack the capital to turn them into reality. How were you able to turn your dreams into reality?
Girl, I'm still turning, honey. It's a process. There are times that you have to decide if you want to eat ramen noodles or if you want to have meat on your plate. And it's just how bad you want it. You have to make sacrifices, but they have to be sacrifices that are beneficial to you. It can't be a sacrifice that will be a detriment to your children, because in the long run, your children will suffer. So it's more so I make more personal sacrifices for myself, such as getting my nails done, getting designer handbags and expensive clothes and shoes. I live out of Walmart. I live way out of Walmart. So I'm not able to go do that yet. But pretty soon, Walmart going to be calling me and asking me to put their stuff on the shelves, and I can say, yes.
Yes, speak it. And ain't nothing wrong with Walmart, right?
Okay, hey, baby. Okay.
Right. And I love that. I love that you said that you have to sacrifice, because too often we go into entrepreneurship or whatever we go into our careers and we don't want to sacrifice. And sacrificing could be anything, like you said, your nails, just simple things like that. So how is that benefiting your company? You putting aside money saying, okay, I'm not going to do my nails this week, or I'm not going to do my nails this month, or I'm not going to buy this steak to eat for dinner tonight. Like how is that benefited in your business? What were some of the fruits that you've been able to see?
I was able to invest in my business, and not in ways of just buying shea butter for my body butters, but I was able to go to seminars. Last year, I was able to go to Steve Harvey's Act Like a Success conference. I was able to do that because I made sacrifices. This year, I'm going to a Soapers conference at the end of May. I was able to save up and go to that Soapers conference because of the sacrifices that I made. And these are educational tools that will help me grow my business, which everybody needs. Any entrepreneur needs to invest in their business knowledge-wise so that they can grow. Because if they're the smartest ones on their team, then you can only grow as far as your knowledge lets you grow. But if
can you just say that last line again?
Oh, girl, let me see if I can.
If you're the smartest one on your team.
Yes, if you're the smartest one on your team, you can only grow as far as your knowledge will let you grow. So a lot of times at these conferences, you're able to network with people. I'm not good with computers, But when I went to these conferences, I met people who were good with computers. I met business lawyers. I met people who've done what I've done, and I was able to call them and connect with them, and they were able to give me some beneficial information that helped me grow my business.
And let's talk about your company, Naturally Me and You. You
Okay.
make natural products and you have an amazing following that as soon as you put out a product, they jump on it, right? How are you able to test the market for someone who is at home? And Rita oftentimes works from home. She creates her product in-house.
Mhm.
How are you able to just scale, in home and continue to make your products and continue to create, natural ingredients? And some of the times Rita has even done live sessions where she shows her customers what she's making. How has that benefited you going live? And how are you able to sustain your growth in-house?
Let me say this, and I won't say this well. If you are an entrepreneur and you are not going live, you are leaving coins on the table.
Sure.
People like to know, trust, and love you.
Yes.
They can't know, trust, and love you if they don't ever see you. Everybody knows my family. They know my kids. If I had a dog, they know the dog too. But I don't really care for dogs too much. So we have a fish. That's as far as it's going to go right now.
I love
So
that.
they know me because I don't just get on the live videos and talk about selling. I don't like people to be pitchy to me, and other people don't either. If you're a pushy salesperson, then you're not going to sell because people think you're only interested in their money. When people come on my live video feeds, I make sure I say hello to them because that makes them feel like they matter. Everybody wants to matter. So if you're doing a live video feed and you're not being social, and that's exactly what it is, social media is being social, then
Yes.
you're going to lose your audience. They're not going to talk to you because you're just there for the sale. I'm not there just for the sale because it's bigger than that. I want to see how you are. I want to know how you're doing. If I've had a bad day, I'll get on there sometimes and say, look, I need y'all to encourage me because today, I just don't want to do it. I don't want to be a wife today. I don't want to be a mother today. I don't want to be a caregiver today. I don't want to make body butter. Y'all talk to me, give me a scripture so I can get through this.
And that has obviously worked for you fantastically, going live. So, and that was going into my next question, creative ways to market your product. Because you said, like you mentioned before, you're not so tech savvy. So for the person that's not so tech savvy, even though you're using technology to go live, you're literally just hitting the live button. So that was a great tip, for you entrepreneurs out there that, you might not be versed in technology to just, market your product. Like Rita said, go live. People want to know you. They want to like you. They want to hear your story. And you do that like amazing. What inspires you every day to continue to push? Like you mentioned, some days you just don't feel like doing it. What inspires you every day to push?
My children and my husband, family. Family inspires me. I look at them and I want them to be confident. I want them to know that it's okay to fail. It's okay to succeed. So they see me when I cry. They see me when I laugh. They see me when I work hard. They see me when I'm tired. So if they're able to get up in the morning and say, "Mommy," even my 5 and 6-year-old, "Mommy, how you doing? Is there anything I can do for you? I know you're tired," because they've seen me work the day before, then I know I'm leaving something amazing for this earth when I leave because I have taught them. Excuse me. If you're nice to people, if you work hard, if you're kind, if you check on people, then people will love you and you will love them. Love yourself first. But that's just my family. It's all about family for me. If we don't have family, who else do we have? We
Right,
have
right.
family.
That's a
Yeah.
lot. That's definitely a lot of our why is our family. And
Yes.
let's talk about your family because you've been very transparent what's going on with your family, sharing your highs and your lows. You recently had a lot that happened, within your family dynamic that I'm sure probably has affected your business. So can you share some of the trials that you've been going through with maintaining your family and keeping them first as your top priority while running a successful company?
2017, people would look at me and say, that was your worst year. Well, I told them no. I said that was my best year. 2017 was my best year, despite me having heart surgery in April, despite my husband getting in an accident in July 5th, 2017, out of state, which ultimately he lost his leg, his left leg, and then unfortunately my mom died of cancer in September. So how can I honestly say that 2017 was my best year? Well, it's made me stronger for sure. Is I was able to push myself past the limit but not lose my sanity. Why? Because a group of people, the community came together in ways that I did not know a community could come together to help me. Because my husband, he's still not getting any disability. We're still not getting any money from his accident because he was an independent truck driver. So he wasn't insured as far as disability, and we're still waiting. We're still waiting on that. So the community came together. They rallied around me. They sent hugs, phone calls, text messages. People came to see me. Food was catered. It was just amazing. People donating money and school clothes and school supplies. So that gives me the ability to go ahead and push, because now I don't have to worry about how am I going to get school clothes. So if you're worrying, you can't be working, because those two don't exist in the same spot. When you're
Mhm.
worrying and I'm trying to make body butter, I'm going to forget an ingredient, and then that's going to mess up the integrity of my body butter. I can't do that. So they were able to lift some of this worry off of me so that I can continue to work this business so that I can pay some of these bills, because naturally me and you is the only thing that's, as far as generating money, that's coming into the household right now. So yeah, 2017 was my best year. Do I want to do it again? No, I don't want to go through it again, but if I have to, then I'll know exactly what to do.
Well, you've done it gracefully. Like you said, community came to you and they helped. And you're going to have those trials and tribulations. And you were able to push through those and still come out, triumphant. And
Yeah,
even though you're still going through it now, because you're still dealing with it,
yeah.
it's not like your husband is still disabled. You're still going through those daily tasks of running a business. So
hmm
how are you able to maintain now? What are some of the daily things that you do to implement to make sure you stay, sane?
I get up early for one thing. Between 4 and 4:30, I'm up. I say a daily prayer, meditation, to clear my mind, clear my thoughts, and I get to working. I make sure my workspace is clean. I don't like clutter. I can't work in clutter. So I make sure my space is ready to work. My kids get up about 6 o'clock. I get them on the school bus by 6:45, and I work until 2 o'clock that evening, that afternoon. They get off the school bus about 2:30, so then I'm able to interact with them when they get off the school bus. Some days I have to work a little later, and then I'll ask my husband. I say, I need you to do some homework with them, or I need you to try to get the meal prepared, because I got to work a little later today because I got this big order that needs to ship out a certain amount of days. So if I tell my husband what needs to be done, I also have an assistant. If I tell my assistant what needs to be done, then I can I'm able to work a little bit smoother. You cannot be afraid, and I'm a perfectionist too, and I still work on this. You cannot be afraid to delegate. But when you delegate, you have to be willing to let people do it the way that they know how to do it. And you have to trust them. Now, will they make a mistake? Yes, because I make mistakes myself. Will they do it like you? No. But will they get the job done? Yes. Yes,
I
they will.
love that. I love that. Let's talk about your kids and them being mini kidpreneurs. Like, let's share with the audience, what your kids are doing, what you're helping them do as they watch mommy herself be an entrepreneur.
My oldest daughter, her name is Micaiah. She is 18. She just turned 18. She has several medical disabilities, and if I was to get into them, it would be a whole nother show. When she turned about 15, I noticed that she was interested in jewelry. So I took her to Michael's and I just let her look around. It was just a normal trip to the store to not Michael's, and she immediately went towards the jewelry. I said, "You think you can make that?" I said, "I think you can make that." She was like, "Yeah, yeah, I think I can make that." So we got some stuff to start her making bracelets. And I said, "Okay." I said, "Why don't we try to sell some of these bracelets?" So she sold some bracelets. I said, "You know what, Micaiah? I think this would be awesome for you if we did a little website. Let's try a little website. We'll do it for about 30 days and we'll see how well we do with it." She sold out of her bracelets when she put them, when I did her little website. She was so excited. I said, "Okay, so now let me get her some business cards. Let me get her the name of the business, which is M. Janae, which stands for Micaiah Janae." And she got so excited because I was excited. She was excited. If I wasn't excited about it, she'd be like, "Okay, so why am I really doing this?" Um, Her disability prevents her from working outside of the house because she can't be around people with a lot of germs because her body doesn't make antibodies to fight off germs. So she's basically homebound. The school comes to her as well because she can't go to public school because of all the public germs. And I didn't like the fact that when she woke up in the morning, it's like she felt like she didn't have a purpose because she didn't have a lot of friends. I said, "Okay, let me give her something to do." So now I have to pull her away from her workspace sometimes and say, "Look, Micaiah, you know you got yours." She said, "Oh, I just want to finish making these bracelets." I said, "How many did you make today?" She said, 20. I said, "You go, girl." And so I have a 6-year-old. When he was 4, he just kept asking for everything. We would go to the store. He wanted this toy, he wanted that toy. I said, "Look, little man," I said, "let me tell you how my bank account is set up. It's not set up that when we go to the store that you can grab everything that you want. I understand that you want this and you want that, but you know how mommy works? Okay, you're going to have to do that too." He loves to cook. So I knew I could start there. That was going to be his passion because since he was 18 months old, he has been in the kitchen with me because I used to have a business making cakes. And he would come in, even before he would crawl, he would be crying. And when I turn on the mixer, he would stop. And I said, "Okay, this is weird." And then when he was able to crawl, he'd crawl up in the chair and he would put his hand on the mixer. I'm like, "Okay, this is cool too." And it just started turning into a passion. Now my 6-year-old can fix breakfast for me at any given moment. He will cook eggs, turkey bacon, a bowl of grits, toast. He'll slice up some strawberries, and he'll bring me an entire plate of fruit.
I
Now he has
love
a little
that.
business called Always Homemade, where he makes cookies and he makes seasonings. And since all of his stuff is always homemade, then it's called Always Homemade. And he sells
Love
all
it.
over the United States. And he also does little vending events as well, too. Now, let's talk about the 5-year-old.
Wait,
Woo!
let's pause 1 second because
Okay.
I love that for each one as you go, you didn't just say, "You know what I want my kids to do," or "I'm going to tell them what to do." You were very observant in what they liked, and then you just turned that into something profitable.
Yeah.
Even for your daughter, like that's just a beautiful story. Like she loved
Mhm.
jewelry, so I'm gonna teach her. I'm gonna show her you can make your own. Same
Mhm.
thing for your son. So go ahead. That was fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, the 5-year-old, she's confusing me. I'm just tell you that. I'm confused. We can't win everything. We can't win all the games. So the 5-year-old, she helps everybody with what they're doing. She'll help my 18-year-old with the jewelry. She does more damage than she does good, but that's okay though. That's okay. That's okay. And she also helps my son with the cooking, with the cookies. She's actually really good with her hands. She loves to draw, and she says she's going to be a fighting artist because she likes to box. She said, "Mommy, I'm gonna be a boxer that draws, that does art." I said, "Okay, okay, well that might help you with some of this hyperactivity you got. You can box it all out, baby." But yeah, she loves anything to do with outside. She loves. So I don't quite know where her passion is yet. But eventually we'll figure it out.
And I love that you allow them time to, figure it out. Just like we adults, sometimes we might start a project and we're like, okay, I thought I was going to like sell in this, but this is not working out. So I love that you also give that to your, that choice to your children and allow them to figure out what they want to do. And even bigger than that, you're building generational wealth for sure.
Yes.
You're building generational wealth within your family, without letting any of the, the limitations that, are placed upon you, you're not letting that stop you. So that audience, I hope you guys are taking notes. We have no excuse at all. Let's talk about automation, because in business, there's so many things that we constantly have to learn. What tools should we be using to make sure we remain profitable? What are some of your favorite automation tools?
I love talking to my friends that are smarter than me. That is my biggest thing. I have so many friends that are entrepreneurs that are so much more intelligent than I am. I'm gonna give you an example of what happened to me last week. I have a friend. She owns this company called Coils by Nature. Her name is Pamela Booker. I had to ship 1,000 bath bombs to California. Now, I made a big mistake. I misquoted the shipping, so I lost a lot of money. In fact, I would have had to come out of pocket over thousands of dollars, basically. I was transparent in a group on Facebook, and I told them what happened, and I told them I was crying like a baby, and I just didn't know what to do. She reached out to me. Now, mind you, Pamela, Coils by Nature is in Target stores. She has a warehouse. She called me and I sent her a message. I said, look, I can't talk right now because I'm too upset. She said, well, just listen. So she didn't give me that chance to just cry like a baby. She was like, okay, it's done. I have a solution. Listen to what I have to tell you. You ain't got to say anything. So she said, look, I have a warehouse. My husband and I will come and pick up those bath bombs. We will put them on a pallet. We will shrink wrap all the boxes together. We will put them on my commercial scale and we will ship them via freight.
Love it.
What? Oh my goodness. So the crying went into a good cry, not the ugly, snotty nose, big cry. This was actually a laughing cry because it relieved so much pressure. I've not had a friend that I had a relationship that was smarter than me. I would have never gotten these bath bombs shipped off. I would have had to borrow money because I had called my sister. I'm like, you know what? I really need to borrow some money because I need to get these bath bombs to California. I need people to pay. I need to. She's like, oh, we're going to figure it out. And then Pamela comes through.
So what lesson was learned from that experience?
I should have consulted with companies that have shipped larger products like that before I quoted them a shipping, before I sent an invoice. I should have made some phone calls and say, look, have you ever shipped anything that's going to weigh about 400 pounds? How did you do it? Because I wasn't really thirsty for the sale. I didn't want to lose the sale because I'm like, this can be big for me. This could be big. I can do 1,000 bath bombs. Plus, I had just invested into a bath bomb press. And I'm like, yes, I'm ready. I'm like, I prayed for this. I invested in this bath bomb press. Now God has sent me this order for 1,000 bath bombs. I'm good to go. I was hyped, girl. I was hyped. You know, like Black Panther hype. I was hyped, you know? But I wasn't all the way ready. I was hyped, but I wasn't all the way ready. So I should have consulted with some friends who had shipped big orders, and I didn't do that. So that is my lesson. Consult first, and if it's yours to have, then it's going to be there. It's going to be there.
Definitely ask for help, guys. If you're not sure of something, ask for help. Someone might have done it that knows the exact process and steps to, overcome that. We're going to go into some fun questions.
Okay.
So what was your latest business win?
Shipping those 1,000 bath bombs, baby. What you talking about? Yeah. They supposed to get there today. I got a tracking number and everything. Yeah, I was so excited. I felt like new money. Girl, what you? Woo! Yeah, that's my latest win right there.
What was your favorite business tool? It could be for MailChimp. I know some people have said MailChimp for automation. I know people have said just having a Shopify for their website.
Oh, that's it right there, baby. Shopify. Girl, Shopify. And let me tell you why I love Shopify. Because they got this little bell that dings when you get an order, like a cha-ching. Girl, I love hearing that cha-ching, honey. When that cha-ching up, you're like, bam, there it is.
I think everyone who has Shopify loves, like, we just turn on our phone just to hear that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like, where the cha-ching at? I ain't got no cha-ching today.
It's like everyone knows that cha-ching. Even if you have visitors, they know that sound, okay?
Yeah.
What was the last book you read?
The Bible.
Who's your favorite entrepreneur?
Oh my goodness, I have a lot of them. I have so many. I love Christine St. Ville from Moms in Charge. I love her sister, Julian B. Kaganda, because she is my brand coach. Having a brand coach is very important. Entrepreneurs, don't be out there trying to make a brand and you don't have a brand coach. Now, I'm just trying to tell you. Pamela Booker, of course, and Tanya Barnett. She is awesome, too.
I love them. And I think we're going to have all of those on the show. So you
Oh,
guys
wow.
will definitely get to hear the geniuses behind those
Awesome.
names. Lastly, what is the best advice that you can give to our entrepreneurs that are pursuing their dreams, and right now they might just be living the reality of, not being where they want to be? What's one thing you will tell them to help them to push forward?
Do not ever give up. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your business. I don't care if you have to literally crawl. Do something in your business every day, even if it's praying about your business. Spend some type of time in your business every single day. Don't expect perfection. Just expect to see some success if you do something in it every single day.
Can you tell the audience where can they find you? Where can they follow you? I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to follow you. And they find you?
I am everywhere on all platforms at Naturally Me and You. You can find me on Facebook at Naturally Me and You LLC. You can find me on Periscope at Naturally Me and You. You can find me on Twitter at Naturally Me and You. That's with the AND, the letter U, not YOU. Snapchat, Naturally Me and You. And my website is naturallymeandyou.com.
Thank you again for joining us. It was a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you so much. Have a blessed evening.
You too. Hey guys, let's give a quick thanks to our sponsor, Dreams Inspire Reality. Are you unsure of the steps needed to turn your dreams into reality? Have you been sitting on that product idea and not sure how to bring it to market? We've successfully launched tons of products and distribute all over the globe. Let us help you get unstuck and take your idea to market with strategic advice and practical steps. Schedule a consultation today at dreamsinspirereality.com.
Dreams inspire